Hello, this is Terry Dean from the Integrity Business blog at terrydean.org. Today I want to talk about 3 ways to become more personal with your audience. People buy from those they know, like, and trust. These simple methods will help you create a little better personal relationships with your prospects and clients. Method number 1, write and speak to one person. Back when I was in college, it drove the teachers nuts. I constantly used you in my writing and they hated it. It's not proper to write you. The good news is that it is effective. Everyone is tuned into WIIFM, What's in it for me. Give a person a new pen and the most likely thing that they'll write is their own name. So using you is quite fine. Never speak to you all or to a group. You're writing to one individual. And as a matter of fact, if you can think of one individual and imagine them in your mind and write to them individually, you're going to do much better in your writing. This applies to your emails, your sales letters, your blogs, everything you create. Write it as if you're writing to one person and you know them personally. Method number 2, be a unique voice. Never be a Me Too business. If you just look like everyone else in your niche, why should anyone listen to you or buy from you? If I can get the same information that you're giving me from a dozen different sources, then you're useless to me. Find some way to stand out in your business and do something totally creative. Be controversial. Take a stand for something. If you're worried that someone will be offended, don't worry about it. They're going to get offended. Anytime that you take a strong stand, people are going to get mad at you. But the fact is, the times that I've made the most money in sales in my business have always been the same times I receive the most complaints. Your audience should love you or they should hate you. Never give them a chance to simply ignore you. My most successful sales letters have always been against the grain. One of my favorite lines in one of my letters was, "I'm so mad, I'm about ready to throw the computer out the window." Never just promote an affiliate program or a joint venture using the same tools as everyone else. How do you feel about it? What's your experience? How did it work for you? That's the key principle. Method number 3, tell stories. People will forget the lesson. They'll forget the 3 steps to success, but they'll remember the story. For example, I once wrote an article about the internet lifestyle where I talked about how you can run your internet business from anywhere, and I live out in the country. In this article, I talked about the cow that lived next door. The first thing a recent seminar promoter asked me was, "How's the cow doing next door?" That was 6 years ago. The cow was eaten a long time ago. But that's what he remembered. People will remember your stories long after the steps have been forgotten. All of us, we think in pictures. Teachers show your customers in pictures with word stories. Now, don't share everybody the most intimate details of your life. Nobody wants to know about that. What they do want to know is some stories somehow that you relate what you're teaching to something that's happened in your life or to someone that you know. You can tell us experiences you've had with your children, with your spouse. Tell us about what you learned at the store this week while you were buying. Tell us about how someone made a difference in your life. Share stories that prove your message, or remember those parts long after the lesson has been forgotten. This is Terry Dean from the Integrity Business blog at terrydean.org. Thank you.